If you build it, they will come, especially if it's in downtown Toronto. If you haven't noticed, our city's in the middle of a construction boom, but popularity equals density, and it is stretching our infrastructure to the limit. Sean O'Shea's now here to join us to explain what that means. Good evening.
Well, good evening, Leslie. New buildings are popping up everywhere in Toronto, and they are attracting more and more people. It definitely makes for a lively city, but it takes a lot of juice to keep it all on the grid. This is the part of condo development you see. Toronto's high-rise building boom is in high gear. But behind the scenes and often below the ground, this is where the electricity comes from to provide power to the people who live in these condominiums. And Toronto Hydro says it needs more infrastructure and more money to do the job.
What that means is we need to be able to figure out how we feed these new projects based on the existing infrastructure, where some of our stations and equipment are 50 to 70 years old.
Earlier this year, the utility asked the Ontario Energy Board for a huge rate increase, one that would have seen Toronto homeowners spend more than $60 a year more just to pay for upgrades to the local transmission system. The board said that was too much.
Consumers are already paying a really high price for electricity. We've got to find a better way of being more productive.
Consultant Tom Adams says, yes, there are more condos being built, but no, the overall amount of consumption isn't that much higher because there are fewer industrial customers and more residential ones needing power these days.
Although Toronto Hydro customers pay the highest rates for distribution service of any urban customers in Ontario, the utility is saying that's not enough, and they're asking for substantially more.
The utility hasn't announced how much more as it prepares to reapply to raise rates again, but it says it needs more to support growth.
We have more than 30 hospitals, we have a full subway, we have 2 airports. So to live in a world-class city, you need to be able to pay for the reliability. And so we're looking at ways at managing the costs to the customer, but make sure that the system is able to manage the demands and maintain it in a reliable manner.
Now, Toronto Hydro says it needs upgraded power distribution in advance of the Pan Am Games. So what if the money doesn't come through? The utility is warning about energy reliability in the city, although it's stopping short of saying we could see blackouts or brownouts. And Leslie, back to you.
All right, Sean O'Shea, thank you.